Assalamualaikum guys. Today we will do some dynamic routing. There are several types of dynamic routing. Two of them is RIP and another one is EIGRP. The two systems we will do. First of all, let's just know what is RIP and what is EIGRP. RIP means Routing Information Protocol and EIGRP means Extended Interior Gateway Routing Protocol. In this video, we will know how does RIP works and we will configure using RIP, that means dynamic routing using RIP, and we will do it in shortcut way. For that, first of all, we will take some generic router. I am taking 3 or 4 generic routers, so I took 4 generic routers. Okay, and I also took some switches here, so I took 4 switches for the 4 router. Now I want to take some pieces, so I take 2 pieces for each network. And one little thing is that we are using switch here, because if we use switch, then we can configure more than 2 pieces or 2 pieces together, and we can add them in switch, and switch will be connected to the router. That's why we are using a switch, but we will not do anything in the switch right now. We will see it later. Now I am going to add all the pieces to the switch. As there are more than 1 PC, that's why we are using switch here. Alright, all the PCs have been configured into the switch. Now the switch will be added to the router. So adding is complete. Now I will configure, firstly I will configure router. For that I will go to the router. As I'm watching that Ethernet is FS00, that's why I will go to configure option and I will look for fast Ethernet 00 and I will turn it on, and I will give an IP address. I give 10.0.0.1. so that's all for that. Now I will go to a PC. So the router's IP is 10.0.0.1. so now I'm going to the PCs and desktop, then IP configuration. I give an IP address called that one, 10.0.0.2, and the default gateway will be the same as the router IP. Now again I will go to the next PC, again desktop, IP address. I will give another IP address and the default gateway will be similar to the router. Alright, now we will see either our system working or not. If I want to send some data from router to PC, we are watching that it is failed. Now we will try again. Now it is successful. For the same time, we can send data from second PC to the router. Even we can send data from one PC to another PC. The main thing is to take a switch that we can deliver all the data in that network, in that particular network. Now we will configure the same thing for router 2. So we are moving to router 2, then config, then we are watching that the Ethernet is FS00, so we'll go to the fast Ethernet FS00. We'll give fast Ethernet 00 and we'll give another IP 20.0.0.0 and we'll turn it on, 20.0.0.1, and we'll turn it on. Now we will go to the PCs. So for first PC we will configure it. So IP configuration, we will give 20.0.0.2 and default gateway will be the router's IP, so we give router's IP. Now we'll go to the next PC and we will configure it. We give another IP and the default gateway will be same as the previous one, so it's done. Now we'll go move on to the next router. Again we will configure it. We give another IP address, different networks, different IP address obviously. Now we'll go to the PCs and again we will configure them. So we started from 30, so we kept 30.0.0.2 and the default gateway will be the router's IP. Remember one thing, that two PCs IP can't be similar. So that's all for the first three routers. We'll move on to the fourth router. So we're going to move to the fourth router, configure. Now first Ethernet 00, we'll turn it on, give another IP 40.0.0.1. Now move on to the PCs, IP address 40.0.0.2. Default gateway is the router's IP. Alright, so every single router is being connected to the PCs now. We can try it. So status successful. So fast forward time, we will press fast forward time to configure very fastly. Now we are going to connect the routers together. So I will connect the first two firstly. So connected, then I will configure the two. Now I will go, as we are watching that there is a clock rate, so we'll keep clock rate here, and the interface is SE20. So we'll move on to the first router. We'll go to static. We'll move on to SE20 and we'll turn it on as there is clock. So we'll give clock rate 64,000 and we'll give a different IP here. So we can 50.0.0.1. So that's it. Now we'll move on to the next router. Again we'll go to serial 20, turn it on, no clock rate, just give the same network's IP. Subnet must auto generate it. So now the two routers have been connected. We can transfer a data from one router to another router. So we gave IP address 50 here. Now if I want to configure the next two routers together, then we'll connect them together. Now we will go to that configuration that is serial 30 and it has a clock rate. So we'll go to that router, we'll go to serial 30 now, as it is 30, we'll turn it on, there is a clock, so clock rate 60,000, we'll give a new IP. So new IP, that one, we give 60.0.0.1 and we'll move to the next router. Again we'll configure it as it is serial 20, so we'll serial 20 turn it on. So next we'll give the same network addresses IP, so 60.0.2 I gave. So that two routers have been connected together now. Now I will connect the last two routers together. Now as we connected, we watching that serial 30 appeared and there is a clock rate on router 3. So we'll go move on to router 3, serial 30, we'll turn it on and we'll give clock rate, new IP. So I give new network addresses IP. So new IP generated. Again move on to the last router, we'll serial 20 as it is serial 20, turn it on and we'll give same network's IP address. Alright, all the routers are now connected. So let's try it from this one to this one. Status successful. Okay, as all the routers know each other now our task is to configure that all the routers know their neighbor's IP address. That means if I send a data from that router to this router's IP, I mean this router's any PC, but the status is failed because this router doesn't know the IP address of that routers. So if you want to transfer any data from this router to these PCs, it is not possible. Now we will do it in dynamic way. So as I mentioned earlier that we will do it in RIP way. So RIP means routing information protocol. For that, first of all we will go to any of the routers. So we are going to the first router. Here is the option called RIP. We will go to that. Now there is one thing, that rerouting the network. They told that we have to give route network address. So remember one thing guys, in RIP we will have to give network address. We will have to give two network addresses here for each of the routing. Here we can see the router is connected with two cables, two interfaces actually. So in two interfaces there are two network connected with that router. So first network is that IP's network and the second one is that network. So we know that this IP's network is 10.0.0.0. So we give 10.0.0.0. So we will add it. Now the two PC were connected using 50.0.0.0 network. So we will again give 50.0.0.0 and we will add together. So our work for RIP is completed for this router. So we will go to the second router. Again there is an option called RIP. We'll give the network address. So this network, this IP is connected with three different networks, this network, and this network. So first of all I will give this network's IP. So this network IP was 20.0.0.0 and I will add it. Then we will give this router's IP. So that IP was here was 50. So 50.0.0.0 and we will add it. Now we will give this router's IP. So they were connected using 60.0.0.0 IP. So I will add it also. Now this router script is completed. Now we'll go to the next router. So we again see that this router is also connected in three ports, this and this. So we'll go to RIP option. First I am going to give these routers, these PCs network address. So this network also has 30.0.0.0. we will add. Then this one was 60, so we will add 60.0.0.0. I will add, and finally we will add this. So it was 70, so 70.0.0.0. so we'll add. Now it's completed. Now for the final one, so final router is connected with two devices, I mean two IPs. One, so we'll go to the RIP. One IP was its real IP, so its real IP was 40.0.0.0 is the network address actually. So 40.0.0.0 will add, and also it is connected with the network 70.0.0.0. So our work is done. Fast forward time. Now we'll check either it is working or not. We can clearly see that that is working. So I can send data from that router to this. Also we can send from this PC to the different PCs, and we can even send this from this and this router from this PC also. Even if I want, I can send data from this PC to the last IP's PC, so that is also successful. So in that way I can send all the data to all the routers, from the first router to last router, even from the first router's PC from the last router's PC also. Thank you guys for hearing me. Allah Hafiz.